So class, for our last spotlight video, you guys know that we went over how LLeNN just absolutely just destroyed everybody in the last Squad Jam GGO tournament. And towards the end of that video, I hinted at that her tournament runs are only just beginning. And that's exactly what we're going to be going over in this video. But remember, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because we're close to 1K. So starting where the last episode ended, we pretty much get to see everybody who participated in that tournament in their real life form. To be honest, we already seen LLeNN in her real life form. And so now we get to see like pretty much everybody that she fought towards the end of that tournament. And pretty much all of them are just little kids. So everybody who lost to them lost to little kids. Couldn't be me though. And practically like just throughout the whole entire episode, we get to meet a brand new character, which is LLeNN's best friend. And she's going to play a big part in the next up and coming tournament because these two are pretty much just going to be duos. LLeNN did not want to have a same recreation of what happened last time where M wanted to try to betray her because Pito threatened his life. Man, I don't give a damn, bro. Like betraying your duo just like that out of the blue because somebody threatened your life, bro. Man, that's a L-mans. I would have replaced them too. So after just, you know, talking to everybody, we end off on M, and M is pretty much telling her that there is going to be a next squad jam and Pito is going to be participating in that squad jam, so she has to go on her training arc. Bro, this man is talking about Pito like how people talk about King Von. Who would have really thought that all this yip yap would have actually been foreshadowing exactly what the hell she was doing, because she just might be the King Von of this verse. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We're gonna get into that when we can get into that. After a couple of days of just going over, like, you know, the game plan and stuff, they finally get to log into the game. And did I forget to mention that her friend is just now making a character? She does not know how to play the game. And just like anybody who truly just hops on the game and doesn't know how to aim yet, they go to literally the most brain dead kit known to man. And she just gravitates towards the grenade launcher. Now, you may think like, oh, one grenade launcher's bad. No. She has two of these bitches. Two! So with getting her OG Modern Warfare noob tube loadout, they are finally ready to start the training arc. And this is what I'm saying, how these grenade launchers are just going to be putting in maximum amount of work for little to no effort. Because when they started fighting these monsters, she shot back of the map and just started unloading these shit until she ran out of ammo. These armadillo monsters didn't even know what the hell was going on until shit just started dropping. So a couple days has passed and it's now the tournament day. And we see that pretty much everybody who participated in the last one who got their ass beat is also in this one. So we can automatically just assume what the hell is gonna happen to everybody, right? Wow. They actually learned their lessons? Oh shit. We a long way from bot lobbies. So after Fuka getting her legs absolutely blown off by that trap, now LLeNN has to just 1v5 the entire squad. But man, come on. If you guys see my last video, it's not like she's been here before.
I'm the champion of SJ, remember? I can handle these guys.
Because as soon as they started to get close, she jumps out the door and absolutely just rolls the first guy. And absolutely just speed blitzes the next guy. This guy does not know what the hell he's going on. He's lost his shit. Look at him. You already know she's using the same exact tactics that she used in the first tournament. Use their dead body as a shield and then just light them up. They can't do nothing about this. Like, this is broken. Like, truly speaking, looking at like the whole balancing of this game, it's so unbalanced. Everybody should just be rocking the freaking small builds on the characters because you're hard to hit, you can move fast as hell, and you can also hide behind dead bodies. Like, why would people be using the bigger builds? It kind of doesn't comprehend if you're trying to win a tournament. But getting back into the action, we already know that she has to reload at this point, and she busts out the same exact knife that she used to win the last tournament. She is evolving, she's adapting, she's learning a bit too quick. Nah, better yet, she is just locked in right now. Now in a 1v1 situation, LLeNN is in a bad position right now because this next guy has a shotgun, and that spread is actually pretty big. But then Fuka comes out of nowhere and just hits this man directly with the noob tube.
You know me, I'm the kind of girl who loves payback.
Yo, bro, she is actually playing Call of Duty. She's not on GGO right now. After they got done with that entire battle, we cut to seeing all the other teams in their own designated battles getting their kill count up, except for Pito. Pito is somewhere on the opposite side of the map, pretty much just waiting. And it's not even like she wants to wait. M is the leader, so M was pretty much just saying that they want to just wait here just so she does not get picked off, so then she can get the 1v1 with LLeNN and take her elo. So after just witnessing all the other teams and seeing what their game plans are, we witnessed this bullshit.
What was that? Sounded like someone farted.
Boy, y'all got the reaction times of a lobotomized brick. Y'all have the map awareness of Helen Keller because y'all had 2 to 3 business days to leave out of that area when the first bomb dropped. But y'all still stayed there and had the time to line y'all up like a $20 tape. Like, bro, y'all are garbage. Alright, y'all deserve to die. So absolutely just dropping the mother load of just grenades and just wiping out that entire squad. The next scan goes off, and here's where everything starts to get real. Because LLeNN realized that everybody is pulling up on Pito because, yeah, LLeNN may be a threat on the battlefield, but she is not Pito. Because as soon as these teams pulled up, they started to unload inside the waterfall, not knowing that M is in there with a shield. And she set up this diabolical plan to ambush everybody. But I wanted you to realize something, okay? All this time, you see everybody holding their gun. But when you look at Pito, there is not a piece on her. She started this entire tournament unarmed. And you literally see that she takes out this one guy, slams his head on the rock, picks up his gun, and then gets 3 people and proceeds to drop the gun and knees this guy in the face just to pick up the next gun and air out the 3 people. She is doing this without her own personal gun. She is literally just having fun at this point. Like, she is literally just snapping on the people flawlessly. She has 100% accuracy right now. She is 1v6ing the entire squad effortlessly doing this, by the way. And you thought that LLeNN was fast? She is just not fast, if not faster than LLeNN, because the next guy got speed blitzed. She just threw that guy's body and is already in his face. Like, she is absolutely just going on a massacre. She has to at least have a K9 unit right now, bro. If this game has score streak, she gotta at least be full. With just witnessing her go on an absolute tear, now you see what I mean by LLeNN has her work cut out for her. When Pito meant that she was going to take her elo, she meant that shit. But cutting to LLeNN and Fuka, we pretty much see them inside like this dome because they kind of wanted to hide out for the next scan, but they realized that they have been followed by 3 different squads. And you already know what time it is. With Fuka letting off those smoke grenades and giving LLeNN cover, she is bum rushing every single one of them with the suppressed P90. With ripping through them inside the smoke, she started to realize that she is running low on ammo, so she has to end this quick. But as soon as she started to like finish them off, some guy ends up flanking Fuka, but he ends up tripping, and so she has to drop on him. But you gotta also remember, Fuka's a damn squirrel girl main, so when she actually has to use a regular gun,
Booyah!
You missed.
What the? How could I miss you when I'm standing this close?
she can't aim for shit. But luckily she has like 2 hours with magic. After dealing with that last person, they had like some interaction with the local femboy of the game, and he ends up giving her ammo, but she couldn't even pick up the ammo because she immediately gets ambushed by a whole different squad. So while getting out of dodge, it cuts to Pito and her team, and they're having like a sniper off with the previous team that M took out the last time with LLeNN. and it pretty much just ends with them actually out-sniping M and getting him to move. They broke his shield and the 50 cal all together because they also had an anti-material rifle. So having his entire shield and 50 cal destroyed, they have to push back a little bit but still have to hold their ground. And while all this is going on, LLeNN is getting ready to do the flank of the century. Fuka started letting loose all those smoke bombs, but as soon as LLeNN was about to start moving, she notices a sniper is looking exactly at Pito's position, and the unthinkable happened. With getting literally headshotted and fighting for her life, she ends off on 1 HPs and passes out after, you know, punching M in the face. Well deserved. You know what, run that back. So with them running inside the log cabin to try to hold out, another team tries to pull up to try to finish off Pito. They trying to get the easiest lick of the century. But how many times do I gotta repeat myself for people to understand what I'm talking about? You don't got the facilities to take on Pito. Because as soon as she got up, she pops this lightsaber and started to just cut everybody in half. You really thought a singular sniper rifle bullet was going to take her out? Man, you should have just double tapped. You should have just immediately shot right after. Now you're gonna fuck around and you're most certainly finding the hell out right now. So with absolutely just atomizing the last guy, everybody started to just start charging towards the cabin to try to take out Pito. But then she ends up grabbing M's sniper rifle and taking pot shots at everybody, just for them to take the opportunity to get in the Jeep and try to run away. But then LLeNN ends up cutting them off and standing in front of the Jeep, standing on business. And they try to run her over just for her to leap over the car. And while being on top of the car, she ends up unloading her entire mag to just try to kill Pito before she kills her. But then she ends up missing all of the shots, and that gives Pito enough time to lock in and aim at her. But LLeNN's trying to run away, and then she ends up clipping her in the leg, and she ends up just getting wounded and losing HP slowly. Just for the best duo ever, the GOAT, to pull up, Fuka ends up just lobbing, just shooting the Hail Mary grenade and blocking Pito from hitting LLeNN with the car. And Fuka was also doing this while driving. Ends up weaving their Jeep and spinning around to pick up LLeNN. Now they start to run away to try to, like, you know, get their bearings. LLeNN tries to heal up while they're also running away but getting shot at by Pito. With them literally doing a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit type of chase, they end up running out of gas, so LLeNN and Pito end up jumping out the car and started shooting at each other. LLeNN is literally far away trying to rush down Pito, and Pito pulls out the dual Berettas and started letting them rip. And before LLeNN was able to get shot, she started blocking it with her P90. When she got up close, she kicks the Berettas out her hand and just started aura farming on her. And with them literally just having the standoff of the century, just talking their shit, LLeNN struck a nerve, and right before she was able to ignite that lightsaber, she ends up just speed blitzing, using her knife to cut into her leg to throw her off balance, and proceeds to jump in the air and cut her in the neck. LLeNN is going absolutely ballistic right now. She is trying to end this fight as soon as possible. With Pito dropping the lightsaber, she ends up just straight up folding LLeNN. God damn, she went far. So getting dazed by that one punch, Pito ends up picking up LLeNN's P90 to try to kill her with it. But the plot wasn't in Pito's favor, because then the gun ends up exploding in her face, and that gives LLeNN all the time in the world to just run her down. But Pito is just a demon. She is literally the pure definition of a demon, because she is blinded and still catches LLeNN's strike and kicks her across the map. Using Pito's speed to her advantage, she runs her down next, grabs her by the hand, but LLeNN tries to throw the knife at her, but then she ends up just biting it out the air. now she has her knife. God damn it, Lynn, you're low-key, you low-key are throwing your elo right now. But with everything looking like it's going to be up for Lynn, M pulls up with Fuka being tied up and he has a gun by her head. But Pito ends up asking for the gun to try to finish off Lynn with. But then she ends up betraying M and shooting him and square in the head. So with nobody watching Fuka, the duel of the century, she ends up cutting through the tape with the knife in her hair and proceeds to run down Pito, but she doesn't have the speed like they have. So Pito ends up letting off some shots, and right before Fuka got close, she put Lynn in front of Fuka to try to make her stab her. And Lynn probably gave one of the best calls in this entire game.
Cut! Kick!
Which was for Fuka to literally cut straight through her. And when she ends up cutting off her arms, she kicks her into Pito and she bites her in the neck. With not being able to shake her off, Lynn ends up just finishing the job and winning her second tournament. Is what I would have said. Now, if you made it to the end of the video, would you guys want me to go over the third and final tournament that they have ever done in GGO? Or you guys want me to do another spotlight video? I don't know, I have fun doing this shit. But if not, then hey, you might as well just subscribe to my YouTube channel. You made it to the end of the video anyways, and you will be helping me out to hit 1K. And also, if you don't want me to do the third and final tournament, then comment down below a different anime that you want me to give a spotlight to, and I'll probably do it in the future. But with that being said, class, remember we also do have a community Discord if you guys want to join and interact more with the community. But with that being said, that's the bell. Pack your bags. Class dismissed.